Whether we accept it or not, money is the differentiating factor in today's world. It not only helps us in leading a luxurious life, but also helps with everyday survival. All in all, money making is where we're all headed. Cryptocurrency is the new thing, and everyone's looking into it. Bitcoin has been making headlines for quite some time now, but whether you should invest in Bitcoin is the question everyone's asking. However, with the Bitcoin crash, people are wondering if now is the right time to make the purchase. Bitcoin crash. Is now the time to buy? Number 5. All you need to know about Bitcoin. When you start getting information about Bitcoin, it gets way interesting beyond the usual money-related stuff. To better understand how things work with Bitcoin, or for any other cryptocurrency for that matter, we must first look into blockchain. One thing that really works for blockchain is its high reliability factor, as you can think of it as a ledger that lists a series of transactions. However, the listings in blockchain are permanent and cannot be changed. They're also public. It facilitates transactions by creating a permanent receipt for it. Anyone can download the entire blockchain and go through it to properly analyze it. Coming now to Bitcoin, since Bitcoin is decentralized and no government overlooks it, it works as both good and bad for people. For example, if something happens with your money, you're the only one responsible. You can't go to different institutions for help. Responsibility is something that works well for some people and doesn't for others, so it basically depends on how you take it. However, there's a way to be extremely secure with blockchain, which is to store your key in a way that no one can decipher. Number 4. The Bitcoin crash. It's no secret that cryptocurrency has faced a mega decline since its rise in the previous year. As they say, what goes up must come down. As for Bitcoin, it surely has been true. The market value of the cryptocurrency has fallen to half of 3.3 trillion, which has led to damages to many people's finances. It's now somewhere around 1 trillion. Considering the high period that cryptocurrency saw, the low period now is quite devastating and tragic. While this might sound demotivating to many, but for true cryptocurrency followers, they still believe good days will return. While the overall fall in cryptocurrency has been shocking, Bitcoin is no exception. It has fallen below $30,000, which is bad to say the least. Number 3. What went wrong? With such a major decline, everyone who is invested in the cryptocurrency is left shocked and heartbroken. Everybody wants to know what went wrong with Bitcoin as well as other cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have been facing a lot of pressure since the beginning of the year, for which inflation can be cited as one of the reasons. Global equities markets have also seen a huge fall. For example, the S&P New York has suffered a loss of 18%. Cryptocurrency has been advertised as a hedge against conventional markets, which unfortunately has not been the case. A stable coin has collapsed, which was pegged to the US dollar. The coin was known as Terra and played a part in the steep decline and the crash of Bitcoin. Stablecoins are assumed and supposed to be less volatile, as the name clearly suggests. However, the coin suffered major losses. A little compensation for the investors was when it regained some of the value overnight. It then led to a chain reaction, which eventually caused people to sell out whatever they had invested. Before we move further to whether it's the right time to invest in Bitcoin or not, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the latest updates and notifications. Number 2, is it wise to buy the dip? You may have heard of many people telling others to spend their money on cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin as soon as they see its worth nosediving because of the belief that the drop in value is nothing but temporary and will go back to what it used to be with time. But is there any truth to this? It's a pretty well-known strategy for one to buy dips and take advantage of the value drop in order to get the benefits as soon as the prices adjust. You see, crypto markets are quite bumpy. Although prices could return to their original tags, you should also keep in mind that they can drop even more. Number 1, so what should you do? The thing with Bitcoin dips is that they've known to bounce back in the past. At least that's what happened last year when the prices of Bitcoin also dropped to around the same amount it is currently and then went up again to levels that made people's jaws drop, but keep in mind, this isn't guaranteed to happen. According to a large figure in the crypto industry, Oleg Giverstein, Many a novice has burned trying to catch falling knives. What Giverstein thinks is that people who are hell-bent on trying to exploit the dip should make up their mind on the amount of money they're fine with buying Bitcoin or Ethereum with, and then shoot a bit of it each month without worrying too much about what might happen a couple of years in the future. Also, Pavel Matveev of digital exchange Wirex tells people to hedge their bets. It's important to diversify your crypto portfolios with different altcoins to mitigate risks, said Matveev. So yeah, if you're all in to use the dip, beware of all the risks and act accordingly.